Alright guys, this is my Colt rail gun. I haven't shown this gun for a while, and as of right now I have not shot this yet. This is actually going to be the next gun that I plan to shoot, so I have it out. I've already done a review on this gun before, but just thought I'd show it again. This is the Colt railgun government model, and this one has the black Cerakote finish, and this is extremely close to the USMC 1911 that the Marines are using. That's called the M45. It's very, very similar. A lot of you guys already know the differences, but for you guys that don't, really the only differences is this one comes with a skeletonized trigger, and you can see that I've changed that out. I actually have a video on it. The trigger that it comes with is skeletonized. It has 3 holes, and I've replaced it with a Colt solid aluminum trigger extended. Same trigger that comes on the Series 80 1911 government model or Combat Commander, and the rail is one of the big things. On the ones that the Marines are using, the M45, the rail is a 1913 Picatinny rail. This rail, you can see it from the bottom here. I trim it frame. I don't know how well you can see this, but this is just a standard accessory rail. It's not a mil-spec 1913 Picatinny rail. That's one of the biggest differences. The serrations on the M45 are a little bit wider. On the rail gun, you can see they're a little bit closer. Okay, I think the M45 comes with night sights. I could be wrong, but the rail gun just comes with white 3-dot white sights. Okay, and everything else is pretty much the same. It has a national match barrel. Okay, stainless, just like the M45, and also this gun is completely made out of stainless steel. It just has a black Cerakote finish over it, and then of course the M45 has a tan Cerakote finish. This one has a black Cerakote finish, and I was looking at prices on the M45, and they're going for anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 just for that pistol. And of course it comes with all the accessories in the box and everything, but that's just way too much. So this gun right here, I got this in November of 2012, and I think I paid $12.49, and I just recently looked up some prices on it, and right now the average price from what I see is about $13.50. Okay, so for $13.50 you're getting pretty much the same gun, besides the differences I pointed out, which aren't really that big of a deal anyway. And of course the roll markings are different. On this one it says Colt railgun, government model. On the M45, on this side it says USMC with I think like 3 or 4 stars, and it'll say like some other roll markings with the government. But yeah, the roll markings are different. But other than the differences I pointed out, it's pretty much the same thing. So if you want to get this gun like this, you could actually have it sent away or do it yourself. Apply a tan Cerakote finish and try to find the G10 grips similar to what the M45 has, and you'll basically have the same thing they're using. Of course you got to replace the trigger like I did for the solid trigger. You might want to put night sights on it, but other than that, and then of course the mainspring housing on the M45 has a lanyard loop, so you might want to replace that. This gun actually came with wood grips, double diamond wood grips. They were like a blackened color with a little bit of like a silverish greenish look to it. It was kind of weird, and I replaced those with these VZ grips. These are the G10 grips. Really nice. I forget the exact color. On their website there were these ones, and then there were ones that were like a lighter tan. I got the darker ones, and the texturing is a little bit aggressive. When I first put them on the gun it was a little bit too much, but I kind of got used to it. It's just a little bit pointy. And on this side you got a nice relief cut right there, so you can access the magazine release. and that really helps a lot. And the screws are slotted screws. Okay, I think the M45 would have hex screws, I think, like for an Allen wrench. And it comes with 2 of these magazines right here. These are Colt magazines, 8 round, and the ones that this comes with, you can see the follower is folded down. You can see that, so it's a really good quality magazine. And it comes with 2 of these, and I also have a Kimpro Tac Mag from Kimber, and the same thing with the follower. And this one also holds 8 rounds, but this has a bumper plate on it, so it's easier to smack it in like that. I think it looks pretty cool, you know. Yeah, this is pretty much the most modern 1911 from Colt you can get. You know, you can get the 70 series, the 80 series, and those are more of your classic, traditional looking 1911s. And then they have what's called the XSE model, and it's like in between this and the Series 80. You know, it has the Novak sights, the forward and rear serrations, the extended beaver tail grip safety, all that kind of stuff. This is more of a military pistol. It looks more, you know, like what the military would use. It has a black Cerakote finish. The other ones are blued, and it is pricey. But like I said, you know, if you want something similar to what the Marines are using, you can either get the actual M45 made by Colt and pay anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 for it, or you can get the Colt railgun, which is extremely close. And you can do what I did. I like the black with the brown VZ grips, the G10 grips. I like the way that looks, but if you wanted to have it applied with a tan Cerakote finish, you could do that. You know what I mean? Really nice gun. It does not have a full-length guide spring rod. This is your traditional system. Okay. It does have the Series 80 firing pin block. Okay. And this is one of the tightest tolerances of a Colt 1911 I've ever experienced. Like on my Series 80 and even my 70 series, the 1911A1, the fit from the slide to the frame, it's not bad, but it is a little bit loose. On this railgun, I mean, it is perfectly tight. There's absolutely no play at all. You know, the trigger moves a little bit. You can, you know, that's what you're hearing. I'll try to hold the trigger down. Hold on. See that? No rattle at all. And it also has one of the smoothest, actually it has the smoothest action on a 1911 that I've ever felt. I mean, it is just like, it feels like a Sig Sauer. It's just perfect. And yeah, I did take this completely apart and re-lubricate it, so that probably helps a little bit. But I haven't shot it yet. Usually with semi-automatic pistols with a steel or aluminum frame, after you shoot them, the action gets more smooth because you break it in. But this thing has never been shot, and I mean, that has the smoothest action I've ever felt. Some more features of it: it has a lowered ejection port, and it's also flared. Okay, so that's nice. And I mentioned the white dot sights. Great sights. Really like them a lot. It has an extended ambidextrous thumb safety. You know, I could care less about the ambidextrous part of it, but you know, really I don't even feel like the extended thumb safety helps. I have no problem with the standard thumb safety, but it's just, you know, something modern, I guess. Really, I don't really see an advantage of it. Has a flat mainspring housing, serrated, and it is polymer, so if you wanted to change that out, you could. Yeah, the nice extended beaver tail. It's a really comfortable beaver tail. I love it, and I love the way it looks. The magazine release is not extended, and the slide release is not extended. Okay, you got your extended trigger. Alright. Really, oh, and you also have a relief cut up here under the trigger guard. Makes it really nice so you can get a nice high grip. And when you have that relief cut with this type of beaver tail, it just feels great. It's amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about shooting it. Really, this thing's just been sitting in my safe for a while. Just never really got around to shooting it. You know, it was a very expensive gun. I paid, like I said, about $12.50 for it. And for me, in my area where I live, I've never really found this again. You know, I walked into my local gun shop. They had two of them. I bought this one. And after they sold the other one that they had, I've never seen this in any other gun shops around here. Now, of course, on Gunbroker I find them, but locally I never find them. And even on Gunbroker they're hard to find. So, in the back of my mind, I always considered, you know, that this could be a form of like an investment or something. But even if I shoot it, you know, it'll still be worth a lot of money. You know, the value will drop a little bit because I shot it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, this is a great option for home defense or even concealed carry. And that's something else about this pistol that's kind of a negative. For concealed carry, finding a holster might be a little bit difficult because it does have the rail. Now, if you get a Blackhawk Serpa holster, it'll fit fine. But if you get a leather holster, like, hold on a minute, like this Galco, what is this? I think it's called the Fletch holster or something. This is for my Combat Commander 1911. The 1911 with the rail won't fit. And I also have a shoulder holster made by Galco for a government model 1911, and because of the rail, it doesn't fit. So finding a holster is a little bit more challenging, but for, you know, home defense, it's perfect. It's perfect. All right. I know it's going to perform very well, and yeah, it has the combat hammer. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a really, really sweet gun. I love the way the brown grips with the black Cerakote looks. You know, it's like a very modern looking 1911, so it's cool. I got the World War I reproduction from Colt. I have the Series 70 1911A1, which is like a World War II version of the 1911, and then I have this, the most modern, and it's made by Colt. So I'm pretty happy with it, so I'll shoot it. And my SIG P226 is my primary defensive weapon, my primary pistol that I use, but my second choice would be this right here, after I shoot it, of course, and make sure it's reliable and dependable and it works fine. I just choose my 226 because it's a little bit lighter, it's a little bit shorter, and it holds, I can get Mech-Gar magazines that hold 18 rounds. I really like my P226, but the 1911 is my favorite pistol, but in terms of being practical, the 226 for me is a better choice. But if I had to pick another one besides my 226, it would be this right here. Okay. So just thought I'd show you guys that, and the trigger pull is great, really crisp. So there's the Colt railgun. Yeah, like I said, I bought it November of 2012, and I haven't shot it yet. And I actually have a video up. You can see me replacing the original trigger for this trigger right here, the solid trigger. And in that video, I take this gun completely apart. I take it absolutely completely apart, and then I put it back together. So it's kind of a long video, but if you want to know how to do it, check it out. Alright, see you guys.